Gang, man. What it do, gang? It's your boy, Big Hoodie 5, man. You already know what's popping, man. We, we gotta do this recap, man. We gotta talk a little basketball. This is gonna be a little all around, little, you feel me? Nah, I do need to separate them. I need to separate them. I need to separate them. No, we just gonna talk football recap real quick. I really should have went live on YouTube. I'm live on Twitch right now, man. Let's get into it. A little recap of Sunday. We are in Monday right now. The Chiefs are handling the Commanders pretty heavily. Going back to Sunday though, man, we're gonna go just a little quick little recap over the game. Nothing too crazy. The Chargers and the Vikings, I ain't gonna lie, the Chargers was in control this whole game. Carson Wentz was playing this game with an injury. I am gonna give him a little bit of slack. Overall, they just don't look good. Aaron Jones made his game back. Jordan Mason, I guess, just forgot how to rush that day. Because I didn't really watch the game in totality. Kamani Vidal looks like a great fill-in while Marion Hampton is out. I believe Marion is supposed to come back this week coming up, though, week 9. Definitely interested to see that. Justin Jefferson and them really going to do what they do, for real. Of course, the lackluster Carson Wentz getting sacked 5 times. Just overall pressure in general. I wish I could pull up more, I'm saying, advanced stats for y'all. Overall pressure in general, I'm pretty sure he got pressured way more times. Chargers was just handling this game overall, I ain't gonna lie. They was really just handling this game. The Browns and the Patriots, man, stop playing on my boys, bro. Stop playing on my boys, bro. First half, really just kind of figuring things out. Not free throws, I'm already thinking about basketball. Field goals and whatnot, you feel me? Just trying to fill it out. Cleveland Browns do have a solid defense. I ain't gonna lie. That boy, golly, I can't even remember the boy name. Myles Garrett, Jesus Christ. 5 sacks. Broke the record for the most sacks by a player under 30, which is pretty insane to me. I ain't gonna lie, because he reached that. It seemed like he just reached that super fast. Drake May is starting to get my vote for MVP. I ain't gonna lie. He's being super accurate this year. He's being a great decision maker. He's using his legs when he needs to. He's not overdoing it. He's not turning the ball over. You don't see a lot of turnovers. Now, this interception, I can't remember how it went down. You don't see a lot of those. I'm saying you're not seeing a lot of. He's only had 3 interceptions on the year. You feel me? 76.2 QBR on the year. He's tied for 5th in touchdown. With 15. That's cool, bro. You feel me? Top 5 in every stat. Bottom half in interceptions, that's perfect. That's exactly what you want for a second-year quarterback. You can't want nothing else for real. I ain't gonna lie. Like, you can't ask for nothing else. I feel like if you was to give us a top-tier run game or a solid number 1 receiver, these receivers are cool. You give us a solid number 1 receiver, not whoever's up this week type shit. Solid number 1 receiver, we set, bro. I'm not gonna lie. We set, bro. You know what I'm saying? We set. Dolphins and the Falcons, probably one of my biggest upsets of Sunday. I definitely had the Falcons pretty handily. I wasn't even batting an eye at the Dolphins, even making this game even close for real. I felt like the Falcons were going to take charge, especially with Kirk Cousins being in. I felt like him coming in was going to be not a refresher, but a different look to the Falcons. He was going to be able to utilize this team a little bit differently. With Drake London not playing, I feel like that took away a lot of what Kirk Cousins would have went to. You feel me? Like, without Kirk Cousins being in, he went to a lot of cow pits. Bijan not getting the run game going, I feel like also hurt them as well, because part of their offense is solely based off Bijan. I'm saying, like, Bijan is probably a cool 40%, then you got Drake London another 40%, and that other 20 is like everybody else for real. I'm saying, but shout out to Tua though, man. Shout out to Tua. I've been talking cash shit. I'm gonna keep talking shit because I'm really not a fan of Tua. Shout out to Tua though, man. He played a solid game. I'm not a hater. You feel me? I can give credit when it's due. Devon Achane and Jalen Waddle, really the only solid tools they have left. Other players stepping up when they need. I'm saying it kind of leaves them open because so much focus goes to Devon Achane and Jalen Waddle. Leave Malik Washington, Ollie Gordon, and them open. It's leaving opportunities there. Ollie Gordon is a big running back. It's a big boy. Outside of that, me and Jay mad because I put in a parlay and I just keep missing by 1, Chad. I ain't gonna lie. I don't know what it is. Like, if we could do a totality on the amount of picks I'm getting right versus how many I'm getting wrong, I'm blowing that shit out the water. You feel me? But like, being able to cash in, I don't know where I'm going wrong with that last pick, because all the other picks, they're hitting so fast. It's just that one that literally just blows me, bro. Oh my God. Either, you know what I'm saying? Jets and the Bengals, man. Jets finally getting their first win. Definitely W. Shout out to the Jets though, bro. This was a great game. Joe Flacco got a little shaken up this game. Nothing too crazy. They were getting a lot of pressure on him. Brees Hall really stepped up and did his thing, bro. They needed this effort from Brees Hall. Without having Garrett Wilson, not a lot of there's not a lot of anything going on over here. Justin Fields stepped up, did what he should have been doing. This is low key what we've been seeing from him. It's kind of like what was going on in Pittsburgh, except for in Pittsburgh, it was a way better defense. That's my honest opinion. He's playing the exact same. He's not turning the ball over. He's great with his legs. He's not a terrible decision maker. Sometimes he just can't hold on to the ball. That's really him fumbling, just be from him rushing. That's the downside to a rusher. Outside of that, like, he doesn't throw a lot of picks. Even when the few picks that he has thrown, they're not really his fault. There's no real threats over here. You know what I'm saying? He at least had George Pickens. He had Jalen Warren. He had a few little targets that he go to. Pat Fryer move. There's not a lot of shit over here without Garrett Wilson, Brees Hall. You feel me? He's still being consistent. You feel me? I definitely got to take my hat off to him. I've always been a Justin Fields fan. Definitely shout out to the Bengals. I really feel like the Jets wanted this game more. I'm saying, of course, the Bengals need this game. The Jets wanted this game more. Their playoff chances are done. This is simply just to not go winless in the season. I'm saying, like, that type of hunger is just something a little different. It's just a little different. I ain't gonna lie, just a little tad bit different. But the Eagles and the Giants, I'm loving this new Giants look, low key. I ain't gonna lie. Prayers up for my boy Cam Scatterbo, man. Cam went out with a bad ankle dislocation. I'm talking about cuz shit was like this. Man, prayers up to him. Not a lot of explosiveness coming out of this offense. It's really just about figuring it out for the Giants. I ain't gonna lie. It's really just about figuring it out, seeing what works, seeing who works at what places. Wan'Dale Robinson has stepped up tremendously with Malik Neighbors going out. You kind of lack in that secondary spot. You can just get what you get out of the rest of the team. Jackson Dart is doing a great job at utilizing everybody. He's getting everybody involved. I believe that's part of him or them seeing what's working, as far as whether it be the OC, the head coach Brian Daboll, or just Jackson Dart himself just going with his first read or second or third or fourth, however it's going down. He's giving himself way more opportunity, being able to be mobile in the pocket, and it just looks good over there with them. The record doesn't show it. They look way better. They playing way better than what the record shows. Let me just go by that. They've been playing some very solid teams. I will say that too. The Eagles needed this win. I'm saying it's been a lot of skepticism going on. The Giants did win this game the first go around. You kind of need this win for the division. It kind of brings things back to reality a little bit. Kind of puts them back in the driver's seat. Saquon did get hurt, so I do think he's going to miss this game. Shout out to my boy Tank Bigsby. I had Tank Bigsby. I drafted Tank Bigsby. I didn't held on to him for so long. I finally let him go. I'm going to probably try to slide and grab him in the waiver wire. Other than that, man, they needed this win bad. I ain't going to lie. They needed this win bad. They need this win bad, for real. If they would have lost this game to the Giants, losing to the Giants twice, there'd have been a lot of talking going on. It would have been a lot of something would have had to be said. Same thing for this Bills game. Bills would have lost this game coming out the bye week with the bad week they had going into the bye week against the Falcons. You needed this game. Josh Allen needed this game bad. You feel me? Definitely an amazing game from James Cook, which would have held it down. A lack of consistency now with the run game. Andy Dalton coming in literally looked like shit. I ain't gonna lie. Andy Dalton came in. He couldn't get the ball from center. He couldn't scramble. He couldn't move. They got the sack 4 times for 45 yards. It's crazy. It was just a lot going on. They was literally getting all the pressure on him. They was touching Andy Dalton whenever they wanted to. Whenever they wanted to touch him, he was getting touched. You feel me? So that's definitely not gonna fly. Bryce Young is coming back fairly soon. Buffalo being the team that it is, we kind of expect nothing less. Buffalo needed that win bad, though. I'm not going to lie. Buffalo needed that win bad. We got the Ravens and the Bears. The Ravens, another team, needed a win bad, bro. They've been without Lamar Jackson for a good little minute now, a few weeks. Tyler Huntley coming in, I ain't going to lie. Shout out to Snoop, though. Shout out to Snoop Huntley. He was using his legs, getting out that pocket, making good throws. You feel me? Good reads. He finished with a 90.1 QBR. You know what I'm saying? You would have thought he was a starter. You feel me? Like, he came in and really held the team down. We finally got to see more of more of fuck it. We got to see actually see Derrick Henry now. We ain't seen him in a couple weeks. He been a little vacay. You feel me? 2 tuds, 71 yards on 21 carries. They needed that bad. They needed this effort from everybody. You feel me? Like it took a group effort. You feel me? Damn near everybody got the ball. You know what I'm saying? Speaking of needing wins, the Chicago Bears I feel like are starting to get exposed. Like the Bears are starting to get exposed. They're starting to look like a team that doesn't have a real identity. You don't know one week if Caleb Williams is going to be the Caleb Williams that everybody has anticipated him being number one pick, winning the Heisman, et cetera, et cetera. Or if you're going to see more of what we kind of been seeing. You feel me? Like the inaccurate throws, the holding the ball too long, like just a bunch of bullshit. I ain't gonna lie. He like Caleb, I don't know what you gonna get from Caleb week to week. I'm saying that's really bad for real. Cause he gonna get the ball out. I'm saying he gonna throw it. You feel me? He's gonna make a couple wild plays to kind of get you. Other than that, Caleb not really finna. It's not consistent. You feel me at all. The run game is kind of mediocre. You feel me? DeAndre Swift kind of give you. It's kind of hit or miss. When they play in, of course, bad run defenses, he plays better. Outside of that, you could tell with Baltimore getting a few of their players back, it just kind of changed things over here. Roma Dunze is DJ Moore starting to get a lot more targets, starting to be more of a vital part of this offense. Outside of that, they like Caleb Williams is a terrible decision maker, bro. Like terrible gang. I ain't gonna lie. Terrible decision maker. Another needed win. These were a lot of needed wins. Now that I'm going back looking at it, like these were a lot of needed wins. The Texans, man, needed this win bad. This win was for morale. San Fran is kind of good because we hurt. A lot of people are hurt. When people start coming back, the position that they're in right now, as long as they stay fairly around that, by the time everybody come back, they'll be good to kind of make a run for the playoffs. The Texans were falling into no man's land. You feel me? They were falling into once y'all get down here, you might not come up out this hole. They definitely needed this for morale. They needed this for the playoff contention. They needed this for the division. All that shit. Like this was needed. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of sucky to have one of the better defenses in the league to then not necessarily be even a competitor. You're not even competitive at all on offense. Like that's really not the narrative you want. Especially CJ, my boy CJ. Shout out to CJ, man. 30 for 39, 300 yards. You feel me? 88.3. My boy was slinging that bitch. I'm saying. Now he has been known to give you an interception. That's cool though. You feel me? He still was slinging that bitch. They was getting a side. He was moving them legs. All that bullshit about I can't run like I used to. Boy, you about 23. I'm saying? You about 23, 24. You feel me? Like, we ain't trying to hear that shit, gang. You were born 2001. We ain't trying to hear that shit. You a little out of shape. I'm saying? You a little out of shape. Them legs don't work like they used to. You feel me? This ain't college. I'm saying? On another note, again, just San Fran just simply just super beat up. I ain't gonna lie. San Fran just hella beat up for real. And it's just starting to hit home, especially with a defense like this. You just couldn't really do shit. They couldn't really move the ball like that. Buccaneers just continuing to do Buccaneers shit. Now the Saints ain't really hitting on nothing. Spencer Rattler is playing decent. They did bench him for Tyler Show. I'm not expecting anything to change with this offense. Tyler Show didn't impress me coming into the draft. He damn sure didn't impress me when he came in for Spencer Rattler. He didn't get a touchdown, threw an interception, had a worse QBR. Like I'm saying, threw for damn near the same amount of yards. It's damn near the same quarterback. The difference is Spencer Rattler has a better rushing upside. That's literally the only difference between the two. Outside of that, if you was just to watch their mechanics and all that other shit, you'd think it's the same person. If you look at his stat line, you think it's the same fucking person. Baker, finishing the game. You know what I'm saying? Didn't play well. Finishing the game. That defense stepping up, making plays. You feel me? Of course, the Saints pretty much giving it away. I ain't gonna lie. Saints pretty much gave the game away. Broncos and the Cowboys. A lot of questions floating around the Cowboys now because they have arguably one of the best offenses in the league. Pretty convincingly one of the worst defenses in the league, which is the wrong confliction. That's not what you want. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be generating such good offense, getting down the field, and then not really getting able to get no rest because your defense is getting scored on pretty frequently. I ain't gonna lie, this just helping the Bo Nix case for real, because he getting very competitive wins. This win right here puts them at 6-2. great contention for the playoffs. Considering how the Chiefs having to come back, Raiders not really doing shit. I'm saying Chargers kind of up and down. Like it's a lot of questions going on in that conference. They could easily just solidify themselves over there. You feel me? I'm not gonna lie, I'm not mad at it. Cause with that defense, Pat Surtain did get hurt, but with this defense, if they could create an identity on offense and really create some consistency and get more life out of this receiving core as well as this running back, this running game, they'll fuck around. You know what I'm saying? Fuck around, can win a game in the playoffs. You feel me? They fuck around, win a game in the playoffs. I ain't gonna lie. Fuck around, win one now. Then we got the Titans and the Colts. I feel at this point, y'all, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I feel bad for Cam Ward. I feel bad for him, bro. I feel bad for him, bro. Like, he be out there fighting for his life, bro. Like, he out there fighting for his life. It's really just getting sad for real. I don't know what to do. I don't even know what to say that could help him. I can't even say do because I can't do shit. I don't know what to say to help him, bro. He's really not. He's not a bad quarterback. There ain't shit going on over here. It ain't shit going on. Like this, what happened? These were outstanding catches from DK and Okonkwo and Ayo Manor. They were making outstanding catches, bro. They getting targeted a lot. He getting like it's just he needs a better offensive line. First of all, that's first off. Second off, they're in a bad right now. It's a bad situation having to play a team like the Colts twice. You feel me? Like that's not something that you want to have to do. Aside from that, you need an offensive line. You need consistent weapons. You feel me? They haven't really seen Calvin Ridley this year. He was supposed to be the wide receiver one coming into this season for this team. And not seeing him, now you having to kind of build off of players who are trying to figure themselves out as well. You feel me? Like they had golly, what's his name, bro? He came from the Seahawks. I can't even think of his name right now. They had him. They just lost him. He was hurt. You wasn't really having him either. I feel like the whole offense is just a new look. You know what I'm saying? It's just a new look. The only little bit of consistency you've been getting is out of Tony Pollard. Tajay Spears being back does help out a little bit with this run game. That's why that's really really the receiving core. Really receiving core in that O line, bro. Because the defense hasn't been too terrible. It doesn't look like it because they giving up a hell of points. They make plays, bro. They been getting plays. They didn't got stops. They ain't got a few picks. You know what I'm saying they get a few pressures here and there. If the offense ain't generating shit and it's three and out in a matter of fuck a minute, you know what I'm saying? Like, what can you do, bro? What can you do? You out here? They made Daniel Jones look like, you feel me? He God sent. You feel me? Jonathan Taylor just enhancing his 12 carries for almost got for a buck 50. About four more carries, he probably would have had 200. I ain't gonna lie. The man looks unstoppable. He look like he cannot be stopped. Once he get the ball, he got a full head of steam. It's really over with. He's hard. He's breaking tackles. Had the longest run of his career. I ain't gonna lie. Titan, you play the Titans, you gonna fuck around look like you ready to be in the Hall of Fame. You know what I'm saying? That Sunday night game, the Packers and the Steelers. Steelers was up majority of the game. Packers started making their way back. That defense, I'm saying you get what you pay for when you get a player like Micah. I'm saying you get what you pay for. You feel me? Of course, A-Rod just being older, bro, and not being as agile, as mobile. His IQ can only go but so far. That arm is only going to do but so much because they don't have a lot of weapons over here either. You kind of get what you get over here. DK is really all they have. Pat Fryermuth did get hurt in this game. I don't know if he stayed out or not. I do know he did get hurt though. But Calvin Austin ain't finna. You're not worried about him on the scouting report. Jonnu Smith has kind of been lackluster. They wanted to kind of incorporate him as more in the receiving game, yeah, getting him more targets and getting him in there more often. Either he not getting open or Aaron Rodgers is not really throwing to him. He's kind of more of a check down kind of player. Get the ball out, get a few yards. Other than that, you're not really seeing much. Again, and as far as this receiving core goes, it's not really. It's kind of a who's your number one week to week as well. You kind of got a consistency with Tucker Craft. That look like they kind of running through that. It's kind of like what the Cardinals doing with Trey McBride. You kind of just running through that. You want to kind of give it to Christian Watson. He coming back off an injury. Of course, you want to get your young bull involved. I don't know why he didn't get the ball much this game. Didn't get targeted but 3 times. He caught all three, so that's you can't ask more from the boy. You feel me? You can't expect more from him than that. Shit, man. This Chiefs game, man. Chiefs just really just doing Chief shit right now. It's Monday. Chiefs just doing Chief shit. I'm not gonna lie. Two picks. I haven't been able to watch the game, so I don't have a remote right now. My remote is on my phone, and my phone remote for some reason is not working right now, so I'm not able to watch the game. We all knew. I'm saying no JD5. You kind of just get what you get out of Marcus Mariota. He's kind of a, I can't even say 50-50. It's 50-50 because we done seen great games out of Marcus Mariota. I believe the first game he came in for JD5. Was it last year? It was either last year when he got a little banged up or it was this year. I think it might have been both actually. Phenomenal game. You feel me? But then you kind of get shit like this. You feel me? Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what he doing tonight. Overall, though, man, Chiefs are back. We gotta note that real quick. I'm saying Chiefs are back. I don't know if niggas worried or not. But you can't forget about them now. You hear me? Man, that's the recap for yo. Why y'all didn't tell me? It's a glare. I need to cut this light off. I had to wash my sheets, so that's why there's nothing on my bed. My clothes that I just took out the dryer as well. I had to wash some clothes. I kind of been all over the place. I'm working at 2 jobs right now, so things are a little bit chaotic for me right now. Still trying to get a hold of things. Holidays coming up, birthdays, all that good shit. Man, we making it work, man. We making it happen. Those are our week 8 recaps, man. Y'all be looking out for us for the fantasy this week. I'm gonna try to get the boys to do another video. We gonna do the week 9 recap, week 9 predictions. I need a sponsor. You hear me? I need a sponsor, man. One of y'all out there, man. One of y'all nice little sports uh networks. I'm here. You hear me? I'm here. Ignore the smoke. I was not smoking. I was simply just. I like to light incense and get fragrances going on in here. You feel me? Man, I love y'all, man. Love everybody who stayed to the end of the video, man. Consistency, gang. We here.